Hello, I'm Chris Velina, and today I will present the challenges, strategies, initiative, and international engagement. First, I will tell you what is sustainable development. Sustainable development is defined as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. It emphasizes the need to balance economic growth, social equity, and environmental protections. Malaysia sees sustainable development not only as an ideal but as a critical approach to address in socio-economic and environmental challenge. Next is historical perspective on sustainable development in Malaysia. Malaysia's journey towards sustainable development began in the early 1990s with the adoption of the National Development Policy, which is NDP. The NDP, initiated in 1991, aimed to eradicate poverty and achieve socio-economic balance through balanced development. Vision 2020, launched concurrently in 1991, set the goal for Malaysia to become a fully developed nation by 2020. Malaysia continued integrating sustainable development principle with the national policy on the environment in 2002. In 2009, Malaysia launched the National Green Technologies Policies to promote green technologies in sectors like energy, manufacturing, and transport. And the key sustainable development goals that relevant to Malaysia, which is SDG 1, no poverty, SDG 3, good health and well-being, SDG 4, quality education, SDG 7, affordable and clean energy, SDG 13, climate action, SDG 15, life on land. This is the overview of Malaysia's socio-economic and environmental landscape. First is Malaysia has a diverse economy driven by manufacturing services, agriculture, and natural resources. The second is socially. Malaysia has made significant strides in improving education and healthcare access. Next is environmentally. Malaysia is renowned by its rich biodiversity and extensive tropical rainforest. The next is the interplay of this socio-economic and environmental factors underscores the importance of sustainable development for Malaysia. And this is the challenges in Malaysia's sustainable development. First is environmental challenge, which is deforestation, pollution, and climate change. Deforestation remains a significant challenge for Malaysia, driven by the expansion of palm oil plantation, logging, and urban development. Next is pollution. Industrialization, urbanization, and agriculture activities contribute to severe pollution issues in Malaysia. And for climate change, it presents a long-term threat to Malaysia with impact including rising temperatures, alter precipitation patterns, and increased frequency of extreme weather events such as floods and drought. Next is economic challenge, income inequality and poverty. Despite overall economic growth, income inequality remains a pressing issue in Malaysia. The wealth gap between urban and rural areas and among different ethnic groups persists in hindering inclusive development. While Malaysia has made significant progress in reducing poverty, pockets of poverty still exist, particularly in rural regions and among indigenous populations. The next challenges is social challenges, which is education. Malaysia has made strides in improving access to education, but equality and equity issues remains. And the next in social challenges is gender equality. Achieving gender equality in Malaysia involves addressing disparities in education, employment, and political representation. And the next is healthcare. Ensuring affordable and accessible healthcare for all Malaysians remains a challenge. And next is institutional and governance challenge, which is first is policy implementation. Effective implementation and enforcement of sustainable development policies are often hindered by bureaucratic inefficiencies and lack of coordination among government agencies. And next is corruption. Corruption remains a significant barrier to sustainable development in Malaysia. It affects resources allocation, undermines public trust in institutions, and hampers economic and social. The next is the strategies for sustainable development. The first is government policies and framework. It is launched in 1991 by the Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad. Vision 2020 aimed to transform Malaysia into a fully developed nation by 2020, focusing on economic prosperity, social well-being, and environmental sustainability. The next is 11 Plan Malaysia. The 11 Plan Malaysia, which is from 2016 to 2020, focused on ensuring growth on people and aiming for inclusive development and sustainability. And the next policies is National Policies on Climate Change. The National Policies on Climate Change, introduced in 2009, provides a framework for integrating climate change consideration into national planning and development processes. The next is role of private sector and civil society. In private sector, the private sector plays a crucial role in driving sustainable development through corporate social responsibility initiatives, sustainable business practices, and investments in green technologies. For civil society organizations and non-governmental organizations are vital in advocating for sustainable development, raising awareness, and implementing grassroots initiatives. The next is technological and innovative solution. The first is renewable energy. Malaysia is investing in renewable energy resources such as solar, wind, and biomass to reduce reliance on fossil fuels and decrease greenhouse gas emissions. The next is green technologies. Green technologies, including energy-efficient buildings, waste management systems, and sustainable transportation, are critical for sustainable development. And the next is smart cities. The development of smart cities incorporates advanced technologies for efficient resources management, improve public services, and enhance quality of life. The next is community-based approach. The first is local empowerment. Engaging local communities in sustainable development initiative ensures that solutions are tailored to their specific needs and context. Next is education and awareness. Raising awareness about sustainable practice and providing education on environmental conservation are essential for fostering a culture of sustainability. Next, we are moving to key initiatives in sustainable development. The first is major projects and programs, which is Green Technologies Master Plan. The National Green Technology Master Plan, launched in 2017, outlines Malaysia's strategies for promoting green technology across various sectors, including energy, manufacturing, transportation, and building construction. And the next is renewable energy initiatives. Malaysia has implemented several renewable energy initiatives to reduce its dependence on fossil fuels and promote sustainable energy sources. The next is public-private partnerships, which is the first is Green Building Index, GBI. It is a public sector partnership initiative that promotes sustainable building practice in Malaysia. The next is Sustainable Mobility Initiative. Public sector partnerships have also been crucial in advancing sustainable transportation solutions. The next is educational and awareness programs, which is first Eco Schools program. The Eco Schools program is an international initiative coordinated in Malaysia by the Worldwide Fund for Nature, WWF Malaysia. The next is public awareness campaign. National public awareness campaign play a crucial role in promoting sustainable practices among the general population. Next is sustainable urban development project, which is the first is Iskandar, Malaysia. Iskandar, Malaysia, a special economic zone in Johor, is a prominent example of sustainable urban development. And the next is Greater Kuala Lumpur or Klang Valley. The Greater Kuala Lumpur or Klang Valley initiative aims to transform Kuala Lumpur into a world-class city by promoting sustainable urban development. The next is Malaysia's international engagement in sustainable development. First is a major project and programs, which is Green Technology Master Plan. Outlines Malaysia's commitment to promoting green technology across various sectors, which is energy, manufacturing, and transportation. It aims to enhance energy efficiency, reduce carbon emissions, and foster sustainable economic growth. Targets for increasing the use of renewable energy and adopting green building standards. The next is Renewable Energy Initiative. Malaysia has implemented several initiatives to boost renewable energy production. The large-scale solar program is a flagship project that aims to increase the share of solar energy in the national grid. These initiatives are crucial for reducing Malaysia's dependence on fossil fuels and mitigating climate change impact. The next in major projects and program is public-private partnerships. Public-private partnerships are vital for advancing sustainable development in Malaysia. The collaboration between the government and the private sector is developing the mass rapid transit, which is we call MRT, system in Kuala Lumpur has significantly improved public transportation, reducing traffic congestion and carbon emission. The next is educational and awareness programs, which is Eco Schools program. Encourage schools to incorporate environmental education into their curricula and engage students in sustainability projects. Aims to instill a sense of environmental stewardship among young Malaysians and promote sustainable practices within school and communities. The next is public awareness campaign. National campaigns on recycling, energy conservation, and pollution reduction play a crucial role in raising public awareness about environmental issues. For example, No Plastic Bag campaign. Next is Sustainable Urban Development Project, which is River of Life project. It aims to transform the Klang River into vibrant and sustainable waterfront in Kuala Lumpur. The initiative is river cleaning, landscaping, and the development of public space along the river banks. It also aims to enhance the urban environment, improve water quality, and create recreational areas for residents and tourists. The next is Iskandar, Malaysia. It focuses on integrating green technologies, promoting energy efficiency, and creating livable urban space. The project includes initiatives such as green buildings, efficient public transportation system, and extensive green spaces. Last but not least is Malaysia's international engagement in sustainable development, which is first is the Paris Agreement. Malaysia is signatory to the Paris Agreement. It committed to reduce its greenhouse gas emission intensity of GDP by 45% by 2020. The commitment reflects Malaysia's dedication to global climate action and sustainable development. And the next is Convention on Biological Diversity, which is CBD. Malaysia is committed to conserving biological diversity, use resources sustainability, and share the benefits of genetic resources. The next is the collaboration with international organization, which is first United Nations. The United Nations Development Program (UNDP) supports Malaysia in areas such as poverty reduction, environmental sustainability, and capacity building for sustainable development. This collaboration helped Malaysia align its national policies with global sustainable development goals. And the next is associations of Southeast Asian nation, which is ASEAN. ASEAN initiative include the ASEAN Agreement Association of Southeast Asian Nations. ASEAN initiatives include the ASEAN Agreement on Transboundary Haze Pollution, which aims to address forest fires and haze pollution in the region. Malaysia's active participation in ASEAN underscores its commitment to regional cooperation for sustainability. The next is bilateral and multilateral cooperation, which is the first is partnership with developed countries. Malaysia has partnered with Japan on various environmental projects, including waste management and renewable energy development. These partnerships facilitate the transfer of technologies and best practice, enhancing Malaysia's capacity for sustainable development. The next is a multilateral initiative. Malaysia participates in multilateral initiatives such as the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation (APEC) and the Commonwealth. It provides opportunity for Malaysia to collaborate with other countries on sustainability issues, share experience, and develop joint strategies for sustainable development. The next is contribution to sustainable development goals. First is technology assistance and capacity building. Malaysia provides technical assistance and capacity building support to other developing countries in areas such as renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, and biodiversity conservation. These efforts contribute to global sustainable development by sharing Malaysia's expertise and experience with other nations. The next is South-South cooperation. Malaysia actively engaged in South-South cooperation, collaborating with other developing countries to address common sustainable challenges.